the Model TV. So, what are we getting from your video today? Can you kindly tell us?
Welcome to the Model TV. I'm so happy to have you here. So today I'll be doing a video on how to make feathers flower. It's a step-by-step tutorial video and it's very simple and unique because I will show you how to make your feathers flower without heat, just with your hands and a scissor. So come on and see magic.
Okay, we are going to see magic, right?
Yeah.
So, it's going to be a step-by-step tutorial.
Very simple step-by-step tutorial. In less than 5 steps, you can have your
So,
feathers
what goal
fascinators
are they
ready.
going to achieve?
New skill. Like I said, very innovative way of making your feathers flower without heat.
Okay. So, that means they have to be on a hook for the video.
Of course, stand by.
Have you heard that? So, as you come in to watch this video, you have to stand by and watch the video to the end. You're going
Don't
to learn a lot.
just don't just step out. Keep viewing till we reach the end. To get done with this feathers fascinator, we'll need Alice band, bias, rose if you want it, chicken feathers. I'll be using face net, gum, warden, and scissors. So let's begin with the first step, which is wrapping the Alice band. You may decide to use your Alice band the way it is, naked, if you want a black Alice band, but my customer wants the Alice band color to match that of the Fascinator, which is maroon. So that's why I'm wrapping it. To begin wrapping the Alice band, you need to put your gum on the beginning to hold the bias to the Alice band firmly. So for convenience, I had to cut the Alice band so that I can freely turn it over and over without any hindrance. But if you wish to do it without cutting, it's up to you. I would love to remind you to subscribe to this channel and watch this video till the end because there is much that you need to learn in this video. Keep watching it, don't step out. So this is the first step, wrapping the Alice band. Remember I said we'll finish this fascinator in 5 steps. So I'm almost done with this. At the end, you have to put more gum to ensure that it is firm. Yes, so you put more gum to ensure that it does not pull off. Okay, let's go. Subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me hear from you. Let's interact. Step 1 is almost done. It's very easy. Don't rush out. It doesn't take long. We are done with this already. Let's begin step 2. The most important part of this design, which is this step 2, styling your feathers into a rose. I said earlier that you do not need any heat. You don't need a flat tonguing machine to do this. You can get this done with your hands and scissors. Okay, so this is how it goes. Your scissors this way and your feathers this way, and you flatten it carefully. Flatten it. You need to be careful while doing this. It will be preferable to use a blunt scissors so that you don't keep cutting your feathers like this. You do it carefully. If the scissors is sharp, you just flatten it carefully to give you a curve, and this turns your straight feathers into a flattened curved rose. So you do as much as you want. It depends on how big and how much you want the feathers to be. These feathers I'm using now is a half pack. That's 1 yard. Normally chicken feathers comes in a pack of 2 yards. So this is 1 yard. I may not finish all because I'll be using a rose. But if you want to use just feathers, you can go ahead and use only feathers. So the flattening continues. You have to take your time to do this. This is the main aspect of this design, but that does not mean you should run away. Watch the video till the end to see the outcome of the design. Okay, so that's all for the feathers flattening. Let's go to the next step, step 3 of the design. That is getting your rose ready. So to get the rose ready, you use your warden as the base to design the rose. You have to stick the feathers on something, and that is a warden. You may decide to use a black warden or a white warden. For the feathers, I had said earlier that you can get more than what I'm using here or less than. Depends on the size of what you want to achieve. So you get your warden cut into a circle like this. It can be smaller depending on the size of your rose. You put a gum on it. You spread the gum lavishly so that you have a firm hole, and then stick the feathers on it. For the beginning, you can use shorter feathers for the inside. So if you notice that all your feathers are long, you trim it. You trim it, then place it on the warden. You do this one after the other till you spread the feathers round to have your rose ready. Okay, I'm going to be using the back as well because I don't want this warden to show. So I'll be using both back and front. The same thing. You spread your gum lavishly on the warden and place the feathers one after the other round the warden until the entire warden is covered with feathers. While you're placing it, you have to also look and see where your feathers are short and double it up. You have to be very technical while doing this, and this is the main point of this design. Remember, it is a feathers flower. So once you are done with this flower, the design is set, then every other thing will follow. But don't just step out, keep watching. You need to see what will make this thing to look like at the end of the day. What it will look like, you need to see it. So continue to watch this video till the end. So I'll put the rose in because I want to use a rose. So if you do not want to use a rose, you can still use the feathers in place of this rose. You fix your feathers inside where I just placed the rose now, and it's the same thing. You achieve the same thing. So the feathers rose is ready. Next is step 4. I'll now attach a millinery wire to this rose so that I'll be able to attach it to the Alice band, and it will not just be on the Alice band. I want it to shoot out a little from the Alice band. So I'm done with the attachment of the millinery wire. It's normal millinery wire. I just wrapped it with bias and then fix it to the rose with candle gum, and now I'm doing a finishing. Okay, so the rose is ready, attached to a millinery wire, and I'll attach it to the Alice band. Now you can use your hand and reshape this to make it smaller. You can decide to use thread to reshape it. I said earlier that I'll be using a face net, so let's style the face net. It's just splitting it to form a circle. You can watch another video on my channel on how to design a face fascinator. There's a video, so you go and watch that video to see how you can style your face knit. So that's what I'm doing here. I'll just quickly design this and attach to the Alice band. Having finished with the face knit, I'm attaching it to the Alice band carefully, adjusting it to my desired shape. So this is the outcome. It depends on what you want. If you want it to flow on the face down, you make it bigger. If you want just a little on the face, you adjust it, pleat it, and keep an excess up there, and then you trim the excess out so that it will not be too big. This is what you do with your thread and your needle. You just tie it up and cut out the excess. There's a video on this, just slide in and watch the video. It's an elaborate video on how to design a face fascinator, and it's very detailed. Just go and watch it. I'll be attaching the rose to the Alice band, then attach the face knit as well. This wire is long, so I'll cut it off because it's too long and I want just a little. Okay, so let's put the face knit up there and see where will be most suitable. Is it by the side? Is it the center? It depends on what you want. So I'm placing the rose now, and as you can see, the fascinator is set. So I'll use my thread and my needle to attach it together. It's very simple. I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep watching till the end. Let me hear from you in the comment section. And if you've watched this video up till this point and you're not my subscriber, do well to subscribe now. So at this point, I'll just cut out the excess millinery wire because I've gotten what I wanted. Why I actually allow it to be long, assuming you want to put maybe 2 or 3 roses, you can allow your millinery wire to be long. You just bend it to the other end and attach the other roses without having to attach another wire separately. It depends on what you want. You just do it creatively. So having been able to cut out the excess, I'll bend it to the back of the Alice band. Either I'll sew it or I use my candle gum like this and attach it firmly to the Alice band in such a way that nobody will notice. Even the wearer will not be uncomfortable. You have to do it neatly. Thereafter, I use my bias to neatly cover the attachment and the sewing. Remember, we already used a bias for the Alice band, so we'll just use a bias to cover all the sewing and the gum that we've applied so far. This is to give it a very neat finishing. Okay, so that is that for this part. We have come to almost the end of this design, and the fifth stage is just shaping your rose with your hand. If you want to reduce it, you can use your thread and just tag it and drag them together to have a smaller look. But for this design, I am okay with the size of the rose. I want it big and mighty, and I've gotten that, and it's okay by me. So let's see the outcome of our design. Don't step out yet, we are almost done. For a perfect finishing, we need to use a trimming, a stone, or whatever you're comfortable with, either trimming or stone, to place on where we had the attachment of the rose and the face knit. At this point that we had this joining, to give it a neat finishing, we have to do this. I'm using a stone to do this, so you can use same or you can use any trimming of your choice, any color, same color, maybe maroon or gold, it depends on your combination. So this is it. You do this neatly using your candle gum. Take your time and press it down to ensure that it firmly sticks to the Alice band. Remember, there's a wire there, so you have to press it down and hold it for some minutes to ensure that it sticks. So this is it. You can put more or less, it depends on what you want to achieve. So this is the fascinator, the outcome of this design. Leave a comment for me in the comment section. How do you see this design? Thank you for watching this video up to this point. Let me hear from you in the comment section.